Chapitre 8, Institut Riverside. Dans la librairie sans nom, Pierce a remonté la piste d'une tentative de cambriolage avorté. Il a découvert que Charles Hawkins était à l'origine du méfait et a ouvert le coffre-fort du libraire pour y découvrir ce que ce dernier et Sarah Hawkins y avaient caché. Un livre relié de peau humaine semblait attirer le détective. Lorsqu'il l'a ouvert, sa conscience a été projetée dans un autre corps. Ah ouais, quand même.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Alors, auscultez le patient. Vous l'avez drogué. Appelons le docteur Fuller à propos du patient.
What can you tell me about him?
He was highly agitated an hour ago. We were about to tie him down when he fell asleep. 10 minutes ago, he curled up into a fetal position. I thought he was waking up, but no.
Ok. Parlez-moi de ses symptômes.
What are his symptoms?
His temperature has been going down, his skin losing its color, his body rigid. I closed his eyes myself. They were glassing over. I didn't want them to dry out, and I couldn't bear to look at the expression on his face.
You did well. Don't worry. Let's stay professional, if you will.
Il vient d'où?
I don't recognize him. Did he just arrive on the island?
He said he worked on the docks, but not with Captain Fitzroy. I think he works for Ms. Baker.
Who?
You know, the woman at the head of their gang.
Ah.
They call her Cat.
Oh, I see.
Do you have other questions?
Oui, j'en ai plein. Je peux voir le
Show
dossier
me his
médical?
file.
That's not
Pourquoi?
possible.
Don't tell me Dr. Fuller has taken this file as well. We need it.
That's why I called you. This man's ailment has been hidden from us.
Come on now. What was he treated for?
An intoxication, I was told. After inhaling chemicals.
That'll do for the time being.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Eh ben, je vais l'ausculter. Pourquoi c'est entre parenthèses? J'ai pas le droit de le faire?
Very well. I'll examine him.
Ausculter le mourant. Alors, le journal. Qu'est-ce qu'on a dans le journal? Institut Riverside. J'ai trouvé un livre dans le coffre du libraire. Les bêtes mortes, les efforts déployés pour le cacher. Il y avait quelque chose de délétère. J'avais un mauvais pressentiment. Une impression de menace s'en dégageait. Je l'ai lu. Où suis-je? Que s'est-il passé? Alors, les lieux. J'arrive ici. La librairie sans nom. Je n'avais jamais vu une telle collection d'ouvrages sur la magie et l'occultisme. Algernon Drake, le propriétaire, se targue d'être une sommité dans l'étude des phénomènes ésotériques. La librairie a été vandalisée lors d'une tentative de cambriolage avorté. Elle renferme de nombreux ouvrages rares ou interdits. Son arrière-boutique abrite un coffre-fort protégé par un symbole ancien. Les indices du chapitre 7, il y avait une clé, le dossier qui parlait de la clé de R'ley. Et là, on peut pas aller sur Pierce. Ok. Donc, qu'est-ce qu'on peut voir? Ça. Alors, faut que j'appuie sur E.
30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
Corps étranger à l'intérieur.
His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky.
C'est quoi ce truc?
So, Doctor, an opinion?
Non.
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Mais il a quelque chose dans le ventre. Oh oui.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion.
Bah,
But
faut le
that
mettre dans l'eau,
doesn't
là.
explain his condition.
Pourquoi vous le mettez pas dans l'eau?
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation.
Ouais. Il est en
You
train de se
have to.
transformer en Cthulhu.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr.
Merde.
Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth.
Son corps se
I almost don't
transforme.
believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
Bah
No.
si.
This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
Il arrive.
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
Rien, rien.
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best
Tu fais
available
ça à tous tes
care.
patients?
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
Vous le transformez en monstre. On va peut-être y aller gentiment. Ces symptômes
These
sont
are
inquiétants.
alarming symptoms. If we don't act, he'll die.
Do you believe that? I'm not as convinced, you see. I even think this man has a strong chance of completely healing from his ailments.
No, Doctor. This patient isn't himself anymore. He's dying.
Really? What do you mean by isn't himself?
He's changing. His physical characteristics, they are more animal than human now.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
Ouais.
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
C'est quoi ça
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Les dossiers cachés sont autant de preuves. Personne ne parle de crime pour l'instant, restez en dehors de ça.
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
Consulter le journal, nouvel objectif, mais j'avais pas d'objectif. Entrer dans le bureau de Fuller, d'accord.
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
Je regarde mon journal encore, il y a quoi dans mon journal? Ausculter le mourant, entrer dans le bureau de Fuller. Ouais, je vois pas ce qu'il y a de nouveau. Découverte. C'était des vieux trucs ça. Tous les bouquins que j'ai trouvés.
This place draws you in and never lets you go.
C'est quoi par là? Je ferai après.
Chronic insomnia. Like half the island.
Je connais lui. Il est remis. Je bouge trop vite là. Il faut que je bouge un peu moins vite. C'est le chauffage.
Hay fever. What's he doing here?
C'est qui? Je les connais pas. Oui, il a l'air taré. Lui.
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
Je suis pas médecin moi.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation.
Oh merde.
Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Oh.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Il voit
Yes,
rien.
it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
Qu'est-ce qu'il raconte?
The one that hides the smuggling business.
Oh no, not them. They don't go on that side of the island. Everyone in his place. The captain on one side, Cat on the other, and me. Well, I've been to the whaling station, I have.
What did you see there?
Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back.
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out. I'll just sleep a bit more.
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks. Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
Irene Sanders. Ce dossier décrit l'état dans lequel Irene Sanders est entrée à l'Institut Riverside ainsi que les traitements qui lui ont été administrés. Fuller y a ajouté une note manuscrite. Il est prévu de la descendre à l'aile psychiatrique afin de lui octroyer le calme et le repos dont elle a besoin. Elle est arrivée là. Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé?
Mrs. Sanders?
Il y aura une poupée. Encore des trucs par là. Il y en a partout. Alors, le prochain.
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
Il peut faire vivre des choses, on dirait. Flacon bleu, je peux pas les choper. T'as rien à me dire?
What is the boiler room key doing here? The key to the boiler room.
Prends-la.
Not where I expected to find it.
Pourquoi tu vas pas la prendre?
The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
T'es pas un peu dans le passage, toi?
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors. Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Ah, il n'y a plus personne. C'est pas bon signe. C'est qui ça? C'est qui?
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing.
Ils en reviennent
We've
des
been
fois?
following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination.
Je peux pas bouger.
He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So
Oh,
take
putain.
care of this man.
Je crois que ça va pas être ma copine, elle. Putain, mais c'est où le bureau de Fuller? Cuisine.
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
Ah oui, je l'ai vu.
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
Bah ouais.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
Je peux encore lui parler?
Thank you again, Doctor.
Le mec que j'ai soigné, là, comment, là? C'est lui? Ça va pas mieux? Je dirais pas que ça va mieux, hein. C'est qui, lui?
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Il parle de qui, là?
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly. Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Des choses à voir ici. Elisabeth. Ça, je passe par les trappes d'habitude. Oh là. C'est la salle de bain? C'est ça?
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan.
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh well, at least we won't have to clean for a
Oh.
while.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show.
On va pas l'aider, hein. Des choses intéressantes ici. La médecine et les sciences secrètes. Cuisine. J'ai déjà parlé. C'est trop grand. Qu'est-ce que je viens faire en cuisine?
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
C'est de la bonne nourriture alors. Un placard pour se planquer. Merde. C'est pas ce que je voulais faire. Je voulais fermer la porte, mais derrière moi.
Dr. Colden?
T'as rien à me dire? Passeront mène, ok. Ça c'est quoi? Je pense pas que ce soit un bureau.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this
On
up,
l'a fait.
and I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high. We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, but Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the
C'est
moment.
qui Donovan? Humo delinquente, c'est quoi ça? Ouais.
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
Je crois que c'est une caméra. Merde, qu'est-ce qu'il y a un mec là? Boiler room. Thomas Fuller, c'est là son bureau. C'est qui lui? Je suis pas venue là encore?
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory. Please. The fewer interruptions there are, the faster I'll be finished.
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
De voir pire, c'est moi.
Thank you for your help, Doctor.
Thank you. I'll be going.
J'avais pas d'autres interactions.
In theory, this is where we hang the key to the boiler room. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Elle me fait peur, elle. Si tu me veux.
Dr. Colden.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
S'en fout de ta vie. C'est bon?
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course.
Toi
Why?
aussi?
Tell me your symptoms.
I have headaches, and I can't sleep.
Pareil
Do you
pour lui?
suffer from insomnia?
No. Look, I don't want you to laugh at me.
Ethan, if you don't trust me, then who?
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's
Un
work?
petit peu.
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh. There's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
Tu vas travailler? Ouais, ça se voit.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
Il faut mieux de partir avant qu'on t'emmène dans l'asile.
Where did my fiancée go?
C'est qui?
I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
C'est une infirmière, ta fiancée?
Do you want something?
Ouais. Un petit coca. Storage, t'es encore là, toi? Ça, je l'ai fait. Tu t'es vu, toi? C'est quoi, ça? Administration. Tranquille, tranquille. Y a rien à voir. Ah si. Livre de référence des sciences médicales. J'en ai plus besoin ou je peux pas les récupérer, les points? C'est elle, Madame Donovan?
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Là, si je passe ici, c'est Le truc du bureau de Fuller. Ok. Je vais aller récupérer la clé. J'ai pas été là-bas aussi. Je vais te faire la clé.
The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
Je peux pas la choper. Je peux essayer de sortir.
There's no way I'm leaving until I find what Fuller is hiding.
Elle est encore là. J'ai pas fait la chirurgie. Merde.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Dommage. Pourquoi je peux pas aller dans la chaufferie?
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up.
C'est là la chaufferie.
I don't have any business in the boiler room.
Bon. Tu vas pas y aller,
Let's
tu vas
hope
pas.
I can go through the administration office.
Oh, j'ai plus que ça à faire. Hein.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
Merde.
Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Maintenant j'ai une raison pour aller dans la chaufferie. J'ai pas la clé.
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
T'arrives pas à le soigner? Oh, c'est pareil. Je lui ai pas parlé à lui.
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
C'était super important.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest.
C'est joli. Tous ces mécanismes. Alors, qu'est-ce que je dois faire? C'est pas super propre par contre.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Qu'est-ce qu'il te faut comme outil? Trouver un outil. Il y en a plein par terre. Ça te convient pas. Oh oh. J'avais pas pu venir ici encore. Ferme la porte. Pourquoi ça marche pas? Bon. La molette. Consulter le journal. Alors, j'ai eu pas mal d'indices. Inventaire, j'ai la clé de la chaufferie et une clé à molette. Pourquoi tu me regardes comme ça, toi?
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Retournez parler à Elisabeth. C'est elle, Elisabeth.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
C'est parti parler avec elle, là.
At last. The missing files must be hidden here.
Pourquoi je peux pas fermer la porte? Si.
The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders.
Fouiller le bureau. Y a rien.
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
Ah ouais. Changer de mât, tourner, remise à 0.
I've unlocked something. Patient files. I was right.
C'était un peu du hasard. Ce cylindre était caché dans le bureau de Fuller et contient ses réflexions suite à des séances de psychanalyse auxquelles il a soumis Sarah Hawkins. C'est quoi par là? Je peux l'écouter le truc?
Conclusions, session number 17. Patient, Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have
This
finally
finger
accepted
belonged to a
the
woman.
illusory nature of
Why keep
what
it
she
here?
calls the mythos. It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
Why is Ethan on medication? Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
Les capacités de Madame Hawkins.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Ils se connaissent.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
De quoi parle-t-il? La chaussure.
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection. I must go back to the basement.
Ça se complique un peu, je comprends pas tout ce qui se passe. Les notes de Fuller. Si les preuves relevées dans le salon de Hawkins interrogeaient quant au sort qu'avaient connu les cadavres des parents, les découvertes de Colden dans le bureau de Fuller renforcent cette conviction. Sarah Hawkins a été déplacée de la scène du crime par nul autre que le docteur Fuller. Plus important encore, le directeur de l'Institut Riverside entretenait visiblement une obsession poussée à l'encontre de l'artiste. L'écoute de cylindres enregistrés par le docteur prouve son intérêt pour la jeune femme. Des comptes rendus de séances de psychanalyse mais aussi de bilans sanguins en attestent. Dans l'un de ces cylindres, Fuller exprime clairement qu'il a dissimulé le corps et les effets personnels de l'une de ses patientes. J'ai découvert un truc en plus. Descendre dans l'aile psychiatrique. Je crois que j'avais fait le tour. Ouais. Plusieurs portes de sortie.
I should go another way.
Ouais, mais là, elle va me voir passer, non? Ok. Descendre dans l'aile psychiatrique, c'est où le sous-sol?
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Descendre dans l'aile psychiatrique, mais je sais pas où c'est. Ah, c'est peut-être là où l'autre est en train de laver. J'avais tout vu ici. Tranquille, toi? Storage. Ce serait ici alors. Merde, c'est les toilettes. J'adore. C'est où pour descendre? Ah, là-bas où c'était fermé à clé. Le monsieur qui allait pas bien, il va bien? Non. Ça, je l'ai vu. Voilà. C'est par là. Je laisse pas de traces. Ça me rappelle des choses. C'est quoi, c'est un ascenseur? Oh là là, c'est crade.
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
Merde.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly. Talk, filthy thief! I swear I'll shoot!
C'était Charles Hawkins.
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead!
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
Il y avait Marie Colden. J'ai vu à travers les yeux d'un autre.
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colden. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait. No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
Bah oui.
All right. All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go! Rescue the doctor!
Thank you, Drake.